Hello, fellow stitchers. I'm Cher Johnston. Today we're going to work on my crazy quilt stitch book. And I'm going to do a stitch it's just a stem stitch, but I shouldn't say it's just a stem stitch because it's really pretty. I really like it. It's one of my favorite stitches. It starts with a curvy line like this. Anyone can draw a curvy line like this. You just draw it up and down, back and forth. Then sometimes we're going to make the ends curl. I'm going to make this curl too. I'm going to make this curl. I'm going to make a curl here. I'm going to make another one here. I'm going to make one here. And a little thing there. And a little thing there. And one there. Now, I don't have to sew all those in, but they're there. They are there for me to do what I want. The thread that I have here is from Color Streams, and it is Tuscan Olive Cotton Strands. And excuse me, I'm just going to do oh my gosh. This is, in the beginning, it's just a stem stitch. That's right. Just a stem stitch. And I think I'm going to talk about the rain. Because we have rain. Wonderful, glorious rain. I live in Southern California and we don't get much of that. If you watch the news, you probably know that we get fires. We get wildfires, which means that the fire just goes wild. It spreads from one area to the next very quickly because it gets windy, it's hot, it's dry. I think we live in a desert, actually, but somebody put a city here, so you can't tell that it's a desert. I'm making sure that my thread is to the top of my line, to the top of my stitching. And I'm just going to stitch away. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, and my cat wanted to join me in under the blankets. See that? One of the threads got... There we go. So now I have to fix my threads. My cat wanted to join me under the blankets, of course. But she likes a tent. So I have to bend my knees to give her... Oh my gosh. Is she spoiled or what? I bend my knees to give her a tent. And then I can't sleep. So I woke up at 5 in the morning and I laid there. I laid in bed for about an hour. Decided I should just get up. Oh. When that happens, make sure you don't yank on it because a twist could turn into a knot, because it's not a knot. It's not a knot. Now, when I get to this point, I could go off here and then come back there, or I could just do the line. Either way, I think today I'm just going to do the line. So somebody asked me in a comment about New Year's Eve fireworks. Well, I don't think that they are. We used to have fireworks displays, like 4th of July. In 2020, they decided that we shouldn't gather. So they didn't do fireworks displays, and they outlawed it. They banned it. Never seen so many fireworks all across the city. People just decided, that's what we're going to do. And, of course, they're illegal. And I think the ones that I heard New Year's Eve are all illegal. So it's kind of a screw you, Gavin Newsom. You're not the boss of us. I shouldn't talk about politics. But sometimes can't help it. It's just funny sometimes, politics. I really love this color. I really, really like this color. And you know what I just realized? This is going to take me a long time. And I'm going to either have to speed it up or do some off camera. I think I'm going to do some off camera because, I don't know, just because I guess I don't have much to say. When I start talking about politics, it's time to stop talking. That needs to go away. And this is just all stem stitch. I don't know, maybe you like listening to me jibber jabber while I stitch. I know that I watch Midlife Stockman. He does yard transformations, and so you just watch him, using power tools and cleaning yards for people. And in the wintertime, he just shovels snow and been cleaning sidewalks. Kind of cool. I really like what he represents. I just like what he does. I like watching him. And I wonder if people watch me because it's just kind of fun to watch. I mean, for me, um, it's relaxing. It's mostly, if I don't make art, I get sad. I can't do life without art. So I have to make pretty things. Okay. This is starting to look a little funky. So I need my stitches closer together. That's not too bad. But I'm going around the curve. So just like in a car, you're going around the curve. Slow down, take your time. Oh, I have a tangle again. Alrighty, I'm going to show you what I do. This one is not a, don't like that curve that I drew in there. And I just went, yeah, I'm going to make a curve a little bit differently. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to get back on camera. And I'm going to do 3 little French knots. Because I want them to be tiny. Then I'm going to go here. Yes, right there. And I'm going to stop for a minute, put my glasses on, because they do help me to see sometimes. Okay. Now, I'm going to add detached chain stitch for leaves, but I want those, I don't know where I want those yet, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to do a little French knot. Burp. I'm going to come here. Let's see, let's start this one there. And I don't like that curve that I drew, so I'm just going to do a thing. And yes, my thread is now below the line. I think it might be better for curves to go. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. I'm going to do some of this off camera and come back. Forgot to do my little spiel. Oh, here. Please hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the hype button. Helps me grow. And join my Facebook community, Share Johnson Stitchbook community, and visit my Ko-fi page. Buy me a coffee. I'd appreciate it. I'll be back. There's the Mitzi girl, looking out at the rainy day. Okay, I did some with this pink wool, and I doubled it up, and I probably should not have. Then I had some of this left on a needle. I thought I'd try it because it's variegated, so each one is a little bit of a different color, which I kind of like. So, and I like the smaller stitches. Okay, so I'm gonna end this off and get more thread and take those out and replace them. What I have here is, this is from Sue Spargo. Sue Spargo. It's, I think that's the color is 14 Viola. 100% pearl cotton number 8 in South Africa. So I'm going to put some more of this on a needle and do more stitching, and then I'll come back. Okay, there's all my purple, and they're all different colors of purple, which I really like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the green, and I'm going to do this. This one needs a fly stitch. That looks pretty lovely. Let's just do a little, that little thing there. And let's do, let's see, I want something more here on the right hand side. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do a one of these deals. That is a detached chain stitch. And I want to do kind of a long tail sort of thing. Okay. Just because. Then I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to do, I might not like this, I might take it out, but I just had this thought that I wanted to do this. Like a little straight stitch over the bottom of that. I kind of like that. Let's do, can't get, I want to show you the back. Isn't that so cool? I'm really glad that I used this, this fabric, because it makes the back look even cooler. Okay, I wanted to just stick through. That's why I'm having trouble getting through the back. Because there's bunches of, okay, I'm gonna go right down the center of that leaf. Is that too much? Might be too much. Might be too much. But I'm gonna leave it for now. And I'm gonna do another fly stitch here. I like that. And I do like the little boop. Okay. Now, let's do another fly stitch here. I was not planning to do this entire thing on camera. So I woke up at 5 in the morning and I was going to go back to bed for a little while. It's noon now. I'm still up messing around. The cat's asleep on the chair where I usually sit. So and it's nice outside. It's not nice outside, it's wet and a little dreary, but I do have sunlight. This one's going to have just one little stitch there. There we go. Then, just because I don't want to travel all the way across the back, I'm going to go to there and put in a little one wrap French knot. Then let's go here because I feel like this needs something right there. Then I'm just going to do a straight stitch right in here. Let's repeat that on this side. Go there. Okay. Now at this point, you get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to end this thread off and start again up here and put the rest of that stuff in, and then I'm going to do beads. I have to decide next, and I might come back and just put some beads on top of like lay them on there. I think I like these better. And I just open this upside down. I also think I'm going to use these. I love these little matte beads. They're not shiny, they're just little matte beads. There's a couple shiny ones in there just because they were probably on the table and I just stuck them in there. I thought about using these. That's these ones. These don't have, it says whole, opaque turquoise, A, B, something. These are 11O. They're pretty tiny little beads. And I do love this color, and I love that with the purple. So before I do any beads, I'm going to come bring this back here and lay them out there and see what they look like. Maybe take a picture or something. Okay, be back. Wow, so I just sprinkled some beads on there, and I'm looking at it through the camera. And this is what I've decided. The white beads are too big, even though they're teeny, they're pretty tiny. They're too big for this. And these purple beads are just lost. But look at those turquoise beads there. I really like it. Okay, so I'm going to just sprinkle some around in there. And I'm going to do that off camera because, well, it's tedious. I'll be back. All right, before I go off and do that, I wanted to show you. These are the needles that I use. It's a Bowen, and it's a number 10 straw or milliner's needle. Teeny tiny little eye, teeny tiny little needle. And the thread that I'm using is Nemo, Nymo, Nemo thread. This came in a package of 3. I think I got it on Amazon. And I'm just going to demonstrate one. Can't tell you how I decide where to put them because I don't really know. I just pick up a bead, stick it on there, and then I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to do 1 or 2 little stitches. And the reason that I do this is because sometimes the beads can cut through the thread. I don't know why. I think maybe it could take years, but there would be nothing worse than spending the time to do all this work and then have it come apart. Happened to me once. And you lose all the beads. Okay, this is hard to do on camera because I can't get a bead. And you know when you're I don't know about you, but when I do embroidery, when I'm stitching, I put it right next to my face. And if I'm on camera, I sort of bend down. Not good posture. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to go off and do that. And I'll come back to show you in the end. Okay, well, there it is. I like it. I decided I was going to leave one side of it like like that. So you can kind of see which one you like better. Or I might do something different on that side. I don't know. I'll take a close-up photo of this. I don't have a pattern, but I'll take a photo and I'll put it on my in the file section of my Facebook group, so you can print it out or not print it and look at it and make your own if you'd like. Thanks for watching. Bye.